All right, guys, so covering the one-arm kettlebell snatch. So the things that you want to make sure that you master or are competent at before we get into the one-arm snatch is going to be, your one-arm swing, high pull, one-arm clean, and your one-arm military press. Because the kettlebell snatch has components from all of those movements, okay? So it's important to learn those and have those down before you try and practice the kettlebell snatch, okay? So I'll demonstrate a couple and then go over some key points about it. Hinge position. I'm gonna hike the bell back, snap the hips forward, okay? From here, and down, okay? So, the back swing. Try to limit rotation. Keep the shoulders squared. Head and neck position, again, neutral. You want to make sure you go back pretty far. A friend of mine, Jason, reminded me of a drill when we were training years ago to think of touching or throwing the kettlebell through your legs every rep. What that will make sure is that you're doing a deep enough hinge to provide the potential energy to get the weight up overhead without having to struggle and use too much of your upper body. What people tend to do is limit the hinge, more like a squat, and then to get the weight up is going to be more challenging, and you're going to probably have to use more of your pulling muscles, okay? So again, deep hinge, snap the hips forward. The trajectory of the bell from there goes forward and then up. The bell rotates over the hand and you punch, basically the part of a military press. Punch through the ceiling, lock it out, bring the bell back down, through the hips, and repeat, okay? So it is not a one-arm swing that ends up overhead. If you watch someone from the side, you'll see the bell come here. It's not that far from the body. The bell will rotate over and then punch, locking it out, okay? So I'll demonstrate a couple more. Okay? There's another way that I sometimes will teach people to bring down the kettlebell. I learned this from my friend Eric. It is more of a kettlebell sport style way of doing the snatch where you, from the top position, you rotate the arm, allow the bell to go through the legs that way. It's a little more easier to do. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm gonna do a hard style snatch and the sport style rotation. So I'm going to rotate outward, rotate out, so my arm spirals.